Hello, everyone, and welcome to Education 504 Methods of Research. The purpose of this video is to give you an overview of how our Blackboard is set up and also to walk you through the syllabus so that we can all get off to a great start. So I'm on the home page of our Blackboard site, and you'll see over here the main tabs. In just a second, we're going to go to the syllabus, and then I'll walk you through the rest of these. So if you will just go into the welcome and syllabus, and this is where you're going to see the videos that I'm doing right now, and this is where you're going to go ahead and download the syllabus. So if you'll put this on pause, download the syllabus, either print it out or have it up on your desktop, and have something to take some notes so that you know exactly how this course is going to work. Okay, so on the syllabus you can see how to reach me. Email is the best because I can check it wherever I am, and I try to reply as quickly as possible. There is 1 week in January where I'm going to be out of the country, where I'm going to have limited access, so it might take me a little bit longer on that week, but other than that, I try to respond within 24 hours. And at any time, if you want to set up a WebEx appointment with me, just send me an email and I'll be glad to do that. So when we look at, sorry, I jumped here. When we look at the goals of this class, sometimes people get scared when they look at, think about research, but the goal is not to make you master researchers, but rather that you feel comfortable understanding research and being able to look at something and decide whether it's quality or not. Here you see the specific course outcomes. A lot of these aren't going to make sense to you now, but believe me, they will by the time that we're done. So let's go ahead and look at how the course is set up here. So each week there'll be a new module, and that will open every Monday morning. And then you need to have everything done in that module by that Sunday. There will be some things like discussion board questions that might be due during the week, but most of the assignments and having everything completed in the module is due by that Sunday. So you need to plan accordingly. My recommendation is that you plan to go through the module on Monday, and then you can do the follow-up activities after that Monday. So this will show you what we're covering. This is the reading that needs to be done after watching or participating in the module. And then any assignments that are due that week are over here. And like I said, there will be some things that are due prior to Sunday. So make sure that you're looking at this, and I'll also show you that I have the same information in each weekly module folder. So the reason I have you do the reading afterwards is that this is oftentimes new content to most students, so it makes much more sense after you've had an introduction through the activities in my videos. So this walks you through how all of those things, when things are due, and then just some things that are going to help you be successful. You need to be logging on to Blackboard at least 3 times a week because you're going to be responding to other students. It's not like you're going to go on just once and then you're done for the week. Also, you should be checking your Laverne email on a regular basis for anything I send out. And if you don't check your email, your ULV email often, make sure you link it to your personal email. So this course is set up with videos from me, reading individual activities. There's some partner activities. And the module to watch and do the activities will take at least 3 hours. But then you're going to have the reading on top of that. You're going to have assignments. So a good rule of thumb is to budget between 12 and 15 hours a week. Remember, you can do your work at any time of the day or night, which is nice. And just make sure that you're paying attention to the due dates. For some reason, Blackboard does not work well, does not play well with Internet Explorer, so it seems to work much better with Firefox, Chrome, Safari. I've given you some contact information for different resources that can help you. And then under the assignments, I have a video explaining each assignment in detail that I'll show you. So this is just an overview. Please note all assignments must be typed. I don't accept late assignments. We're in the education field. You cannot go to a principal and say, I know grades are due today, but I don't have them done. So part of education is learning how to meet those deadlines. Now, obviously, if you have a major illness or a major family emergency, I will be more than happy to work with you, but you need to let me know ahead of time. You can't be emailing me 10 minutes before the assignment is due, right? So give me a heads up and we'll set up, a reasonable extension. So I'm not going to go over these because, like I said, there are videos in there. Here is the breakdown of the grading. So here are those assignments, those written assignments. You'll also be participating in Blackboard discussions. Class participation comes from, I will calculate that at the end, based on you completing each module, participating in the blogs and other activities, responding to your classmates, that type of thing. And then there is a final exam in this class. Online, you can use your resources, your notes, but it is timed, so you do need to prep for that because if you're having to look up every single answer, you won't finish it on time. There was what I talked to you about with in terms of your participation. Here I put it a little lower, but really, depending on the week, right, probably 10 to 12 hours is the norm. Some people will take longer. Final grade scale, academic honesty, and then here are the 2 required texts. You are welcome to purchase this. This one is expensive, I know. You're welcome to rent it. You're welcome to share with somebody else as long as you have access. The APA manual is only like $28. You want to go ahead and buy that because you will be using it in your remaining master's classes as well. Just a reminder about our dispositions and some success tips that can really help you in an online class. First of all, take some time to navigate our course Blackboard site so you know where to find things. There's nothing worse than having something due and you're like, I don't know where to upload it, I don't know where to put that, and you stress yourself out. If you take some time at the beginning of the course to see where things are, you're going to avoid that stress. Also, you need to think about your own work style. Do you work better in short 1-hour blocks or longer chunks of time? Do you work better in the mornings or in the evenings? Because you need to follow your own style. When I was working on writing my dissertation chair, I was a principal at the time, and my dissertation chair said, Valerie, you just need to do what I do. I wake up at 4 in the morning and I'll write from 4 to 6. I love to sleep. So there was no way that was going to work for me. If I would have tried to do that, I would have been miserable. I would have been frustrated. So that doesn't go with my work style. I also know I work better in longer blocks. So it's frustrating to me if I only have an hour, sit down, get myself focused, and then before you know it, I have to stop. So you have to think about those things and then set up a routine. My advice to you is watch the modules on Mondays, do the reading on Tuesdays, participate in the activities on Wednesdays, check back on Saturday, work on other assignments on Sunday. It doesn't have to be exactly like that, but you want to get the content sometime early in the week so your brain has time to process. Also, make sure you ask for clarification or help when you don't understand something. Don't wait till the last minute. You have your peers in the course, you have me. Also, double check, triple check what is due each week. It's listed on your syllabus, it's listed in the weekly folder. Just always go back because sometimes there are multiple things that you have to do and it's easy to skip over one thing. Another thing, for each written assignment, there is a rubric. I can't tell you how many times I have students say, oh, I never looked at the rubric. The rubric tells you what I'm looking for, what the main content should be. So that's a tool that I'm giving you. Also use your APA manual. It's not a book you read cover to cover, but when you're working on, let's say, the references, go to the reference chapter. Double check, compare what you're doing with the samples that they give you. Also, this is master's level courses, so your written work should be stellar. You need to proofread. A good strategy when you write, walk away from it for at least an hour, go back and read it out loud. Your brain processes written work differently when you're just looking at it versus reading it out loud. You will catch a lot of your mistakes by doing that. All right, in the next video, I'll walk you through where things are on Blackboard.